Last week we had a look at some of the best games that you can currently play. This week we're shifting our attention to the future. We're at EGX, the electronic gaming conference, to get to grips with the new Gran Turismo and also see what else we should be paying attention to over the next couple of months. Sony's flagship racing series, Gran Turismo, holds a special place in a lot of people's hearts. And 2017 is going to see the release of the latest installment in the series. Gran Turismo also holds the unique distinction of being the only game to kickstart the careers of real racing drivers after the Gran Turismo Academy opened up in 2008. Virtual drivers went head-to-head in the real world with a place on the Nissan racing team up for grabs. The real-world connection is being expanded in Gran Turismo Sport with a unique partnership with the FIA that will see digital licenses issued and real-world trophies awarded. The game also promises more of the usual attention to detail that the series is renowned for, along with a bewildering amount of tracks, cars and championships to compete in. So that was my first hands-on experience with the new Gran Turismo, and well, you saw, it was pretty terrible. Out of 20 races, I came 20th, and I'd say to you guys, don't worry, I'm a better driver in real life, but that would be a lie. Now, we're not usually one to encourage irresponsible driving, but when it comes to Wreckfest, it's a slightly different matter. With an extensive destruction system and damage modelling, half the fun of Wreckfest is throwing fair play out the window and smashing your way to victory. Drive Club has been out on the PlayStation 4 for a while now, but it's the title's step up to virtual reality that's genuinely exciting, offering a new level of immersion in racing. That was my first ever experience of any kind of VR racing simulator, and I've got to say, it was so much fun. I don't know if you could tell by the stupid grin that I had on my face the entire time. It just feels super immersive, little things like looking around the car and being able to see the interior. I did everything in my power not to reach out and try and touch the radio. So good. And I don't know if you guys noticed the results, but sort of came in first. I mean, the guy did put it on the easiest difficulty setting, but let's not focus on that. That is incredible. I'm sort of sad that it's all over and I had to take the headset off and get back to normal life. As the name suggests, Motorsport Manager offers up something a little different to your usual racing game, and after success as a mobile game, it's getting an overhaul for PC. So I had a quick look at Motorsport Manager today, and I'm guessing it's like Football Manager, but with cars.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I was a big Football Manager fan as a child, and I'm a massive fan of motorsport as well. So growing up, Motorsport Manager was a game that I really wanted to make.
All right, so what's the premise?
It puts you in control of your own racing team. You're not the driver, you're the person on the pit wall making the split-second strategy decisions that can win you a race and hopefully win you championships. You get to hire the drivers, negotiate sponsorship deals, you get to develop your car, so your car is in a kind of constant state of prototype.
So it's not just about racing strategy?
It's not. There's kind of a people management aspect to it as well. So drivers have their own careers and goals and objectives. They fall out, they can have big impacts on the way they perform on the race day. And they might not even listen to you from the pit wall anymore. So if you ask them to move over for their teammate, they can say no to that and object to it and just keep racing by themselves. So you've got to manage those personalities.
So do you have to be super into Formula racing in order to get into this?
It's a big part of it, but the game is about interesting decisions, and I think there's a lot here for people who are just a fan of strategy games. People came to the mobile version because it was recommended to them by friends, and I had a lot of people saying, I'm not a fan of motorsport, but I really got into this and I really learned more about the sport itself and what's involved in it.
So I managed to get my hands on Motorsport Manager for the last couple of minutes and I'm very impressed. It's got all the best things about a strategy game. I'm already calculating the hours of my life I would waste on this, and as somebody who doesn't know a great deal about Formula racing, I can definitely see myself getting into this.